Guess what? We have a Patreon now. If you want to support the lab in this way, there will be a link in the description. And now, onward to the recipe. Hello, Professor Rosemary here and welcome to my lab. I don't know about you, but when I look at a Mont Blanc, I see Tangrowth, which was exactly the dish I made for the charity fanzine, PokéNoms, alongside some fluffy Eevee pancakes. This tangly dessert is one of many ideas that have been sitting on my mind for the longest time, so I'm really glad to be able to finally realize it and share it with the world. So with that said, let's jump right into the recipe. I'll preface by saying that this Mont Blanc is not your traditional kind, in that in place of meringue, we'll be using chocolate cake. This is because I thought that making cake was more beginner friendly than making meringue, and in turn more suitable for the zine. To start on the cake, I'm making a buttermilk substitute using lemon juice and milk. Simply mix the two together and leave to stand for 5 minutes. You should get a curly mixture like this at the end. Next, combine your flour, cocoa powder, baking powder, salt, and whisk thoroughly. In a separate bowl, combine your oil, eggs, granulated and brown sugar, vanilla, and whisk until combined. With that ready, add half of your wet mixture and half of your buttermilk into the dry mixture, and mix until roughly combined. Then add the rest of your wet mixture and buttermilk, and mix down till just combined. You will end up with a batter that's quite runny. Fill your cupcake liners about halfway full, and bake in a preheated oven at 175 degrees Celsius for around 20 minutes, or until when a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Allow your cupcakes to cool completely before decorating. Let's make the chestnut puree that turns our cakes into, well, tangled growths. Start by adding your peeled chestnuts to a saucepan and completely submerging them in water. Bring to a boil and simmer covered for 20 minutes or until very tender. Save 3 to 4 chestnuts in a closed container for garnish later. In the meantime, make simple syrup by dissolving sugar in boiling water, then leaving to cool. When the chestnuts are done simmering, drain well and process in a food processor until fine and crumbly. Add your vanilla and 3/4 of the simple syrup, then process for a few minutes until you get a smooth puree. If needed, adjust the consistency with the remaining syrup. The puree should be soft enough to be piped but still be able to hold its shape. Cover and leave to chill completely in the fridge. In a separate bowl, combine your whipping cream and your granulated sugar and whip to a soft peak. Take half of the whipped cream and fold it into the chilled chestnut puree along with blue food coloring. Once done, transfer the chestnut cream into a piping bag or food-safe plastic bag with the tip cut off. Do the same with the remaining whipped cream. To make the garnishes, melt your chocolates over a double boiler or in a microwave. For the latter, heat on high for 10 seconds at a time and stir. Repeat this until completely melted and color with gel or oil food coloring if needed. On baking paper or acetate, pipe your chocolate into Tangrowth's legs, arms, eyes and blush. To pay homage to its original artwork, I'm making a curved arm by rolling my baking paper to curve the chocolate before it sets, chocolate side up. Then I'm securing the roll on something round like this bottle and leaving it to set. And now to bring our little buddy to life. You will need 2 cupcakes for each Mont Blanc. Remove the cupcakes from their liners and level off the top of one cupcake. Take the other and shave the top into a dome shape. Then cut both cupcakes in half into 2 layers, stack them together and voila! You now have a 4-layered domed cylinder cake. Carve and adjust the stack shape if desired. Next, thinly spread some of the remaining whipped cream in between the layers. Then stick on the eyes with some chestnut cream. Pipe more of it generously to cover the entire cake except the eyes, piping in swirls to recreate Tangrowth's vines, leaving some stray hanging vines as well. Finally, attach the chocolate features, garnish with a dollop of whipped cream and a half chestnut, and with that, we are done! So there you have it, a Tangrowth Mont Blanc cake. I really enjoyed how the rich chestnut cream paired with the moist chocolate cake. But if I were to make it again, I think I would try using meringue instead of cake, like an actual Mont Blanc. Do let me know if you'd like to see a video on that. So that's all for now. If you've made it this far, do consider subscribing if you haven't already. Leave your suggestions in the comments and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.